Bonjour et bienvenue to French Tweets. Let's have a look at the different groups of verbs in French. Today's video might sound a bit tricky, but it's actually very much needed to know the right group of the verb in order to put them with the right subject pronoun. That is, in order to conjugate them in a right way, which will tell you which stem has to be put and which termination of the verb has to be used. Verbs in French indicates an action or describe a state or a characteristic. For example, to speak in French is parler, to eat is manger, to be is être, to appear is sembler. Now these are the infinitive forms of the verbs. Infinitive form is basically the basic form of the verb, the non-conjugated form. The non-conjugated means which is not used with the subject pronoun and the verb begins with to. For example, to speak, that is parler. Now parler is the infinitive form. And if I say je parle, because I'm using it with the subject pronoun, now this is the conjugated form. In French, just like in English, verbs are also parted as regular and irregular verbs. Have a look at this list here. Now my question is, which verbs are regular and which verbs are irregular amongst these four verbs? Now let's check that. To me, to watch and to dance are the regular verbs. Now let's find how these verbs are regular and the rest two are irregular. Well, let's put them in their past tenses. For example, now here I watch becomes I watched. I see becomes I saw. I dance becomes I danced. I drink becomes I drank. Now we'll notice that with the regular verbs, the pattern remains the same. And with the irregular verbs, the pattern changes. So that is how we can distinguish between the regular and the irregular verbs in English. And this is how we do in French as well. In order to conjugate these verbs with the right subject pronoun, it's essential to know the group of verb plus the category, which is regular or irregular. In French, we have three groups of verbs which are categorized as regular and irregular. So let's check them one by one. Now let's have a look at the first group of verbs, which are the ER ending verbs. And most likely in French, we need to use these words frequently as compared to the other two groups, which is fortunately a good news. So let's have a look at few examples. Adorer, chanter, couper, regarder, marcher. Adorer stands for to adore, chanter to sing, couper to cut, regarder to watch, marcher to walk. But there are certain exceptions to the rule. There are certain verbs which do not follow the same pattern as of the ER ending verbs. So these are categorized as the irregular verbs and are put in the third category. For example, the verb aller, which means to go. So I'm just writing the exception here. Aller, which stands for to go. We'll check the conjugations in the next video. How do we conjugate these? So first, today we are going to just learn about the categorization of verbs. Now let's have a look at the second category, that is the IR ending verbs. Let's have a look at the examples. Agir, which means to act. Choisir, to choose. Finir, to finish. Bâtir, to build. Again, there are certain exceptions to the rule. Now, verbs like sortir, venir, dormir, these are all exceptions and these are put in the third category of irregular verbs. sortir, which means to leave. Dormir, to sleep. Venir, to come. Now, the question is, how do you know whether these IR ending verbs are the regular ones or the irregular ones? Well, there's a trick to recognize the difference. We need to check through the participle of these verbs. The verbs with the participle of ison, I'm going to give you an example here. For example, agissant means acting. These are the ing verbs in English. For example, acting in French is agissant. That is the participle. Choisissant, finissant, bâtissant. Now, how do we make the differentiation? The participle of the exceptions here, sortir, dormir, venir, is not the way we have made the participles of the regular IR ending verbs. They'll be done in a different manner. For example, for sortir, the participle is sortant. That is, they are ending in ant. Dormir becomes dormant. Venir becomes venant. So, this is how we can make the difference through the participles. Now, let's check the last category and the irregular verbs. Mostly, the RE and OIR ending verbs are categorized in this category. Let's have a look at few examples. Prendre, RE ending, mettre, croire, now OIR ending, vouloir, pouvoir, savoir. Prendre is to take, mettre is to put, croire is to believe, vouloir to want, pouvoir to be able to, savoir to know. Now, there are certain irregular verbs which we've already categorized as exceptions from the first and the second group. They will also be put in this category of irregular verbs. For example, venir, which was to come, sortir, to leave, dormir, to sleep, aller, to go. So, once you know how to categorize the verbs in different groups and how do we part them as regular and irregular, it becomes much more easier for us to conjugate them with the right subject pronoun. In that manner, we can take out the stem easily and we can put the right endings. So in today's video, we've seen how to categorize the verbs as regular and irregular and how to group them as per their endings. If once this tricky part is clear, we would be at ease while conjugating the verbs and we'll be able to make the correct phrases. Thanks for watching the video on grouping the verbs in order to conjugate them in a right manner. Thanks a lot for the lovely response again, and don't forget to subscribe to French Tweets. À la prochaine! Dans cette vidéo, nous allons discuter la conjugaison des verbes. In this video, we're going to discuss the verb conjugation. We already know what are infinitive verbs and what are conjugated verbs, as we've done in one of my last videos, and I hope you remember them. So we'll begin with the first group of verb. So let's begin learning about conjugating the regular verb in the present tense. In French, we have three groups of verbs. ER, IR are the regular ones, and the rest RE, OIR, others are the irregular ones. So we'll be doing the first group verb, the er ending verb. And we've already discussed that an infinitive verb is the one which is the non-conjugated form of the verb, and the conjugated verb is the one which we use with the subject pronouns. Knowing that the verbs are regular, they will be conjugated in a same pattern. They follow a definite single pattern. And the present tense is the fundamental tense to learn all the other tenses and conjugations, as in subjunctives, past tense, imperfect tense, etc. So the présent de l'indicatif or the present tense is the base for all the conjugations. We have to learn these to be able to conjugate the other tenses in French. So to begin with the first group of verbs, we have the verb parler. And parler a regular verb, and we know it by the ending er. And the conjugation of parler goes like this: je parle, tu parles, il parle, nous parlons, vous parlez, il parle. Now in red are the regular termination for the er ending verbs, which remains globally the same for all the regular er ending verbs except for the verb aller. And in il parle, ent remains a. So you will not call it like parlons, it will be il parle. Now let's check these er ending verbs. The verbs shown are conjugated a bit differently. For example, envoyer. Here, y becomes e, that is, y becomes I. Répéter, there is a change with the accent. Appeler, there are two L's, but the infinitive has a single L. Manger, there is an E which appears. Commencer, we have a cédille which is not there in the infinitive form. Jeter, again there are two T's, whereas the infinitive form has a single T. So we have to learn them, and it's not so difficult to memorize as there is a certain logic behind these changes. So let's check them together. Now let's check once again the regular er ending verb and the terminations. The terminations for the verb aimer are marked in red: a, as, a, ons, az, ent. Now I'll read them for you. J'aime, tu aimes, il aime, nous aimons, vous aimez, ils aiment. So this is one absolute regular verb with all regular endings. Now let's have a look at the other verbs, other irregular verbs of the first group, er. Now the er ending verbs with the terminations cer and ger are irregular because there are certain changes, certain alterations with the conjugations. And the logic behind all these alterations is to respect the pronunciation of the verb. So we notice that with the verb commencer, in the conjugation with nous, we have to add a cédille to make it sound as se. So it becomes commençons. And for the verb nager, with the conjugation of nous, we have to add an extra e to make it sound as je, nous nageons. Similarly, with the verb voyager, along with the conjugation of nous, we have to put an extra e after G to make it sound as je. So here we have nous voyagions. Now let's check these two er ending verbs, appeler et jeter. Now the pattern of the termination of these er ending verbs is e plus consonne plus er. Now, whenever we have this pattern of verb wherein we have a consonant before er and an e before the consonant, then in that case we double the consonant. And the reason behind is that the e which appears before the consonant needs to open up in order to pronounce it right. Now, this happens with all the subject pronouns except for nu and vu. So nu and vu follow the regular er ending pattern of conjugation. Now I'll read them for you and check the difference. The verb appeler, j'appelle, tu appelles, il appelle, nous appelons, vous appelez, ils appellent. For the verb jeter, je jette, tu jettes, il jette, nous jetons, vous jetez, il jette. Now here you'll find the difference that in order to open the letter E before the consonant, we have to double the consonant. Now for these two verbs, acheter and se lever, in order to open the letter E, we put an accent grave, that is the grave accent. Now I'm going to read it for you so that you can check the difference. For the verb acheter, we have j'achète, tu achètes, il achète, nous achetons, vous achetez, ils achètent. Now for the verb se lever, we have je me lève, tu te lèves, il se lève, nous nous levons, vous vous levez, il se lève. Now here again, to open the letter E, we have put the accent grave. So in order to open the letter E, we either double the consonant or we put an accent grave, and this varies from verb to verb. Now let's have a look at these two verbs, répéter, compléter. Now here the second accent changes to l'accent grave, that is l'accent aigu becomes l'accent grave in order to change the pronunciation. Now for the verb répéter, je répète, tu répètes, il répète, nous répétons, vous répétez, il répète. And the same pattern follows with the verb compléter. Now let's check the last set of er ending verbs ending in y plus er, and we have the verbs payer, envoyer. Now here you'll find that y is replaced with e, that is y becomes I when we make the conjugations, except for nu and vu. Nu and vu follow the regular er ending verb conjugation pattern. So I read the conjugation for the verb payer. Je paie, tu paies, il paie, nous payons, vous payez, il paie. Now for the verb envoyer, j'envoie, tu envoies, il envoie, nous envoyons, vous envoyez, ils envoient. Now whenever we have a yer ending verb, we will always use this set of conjugation. Now let's revise these er ending verb conjugation patterns quickly. Now for the regular verbs parler and aimer, we follow an absolute definite pattern of er ending verb terminations. And for the irregular verbs, we need to memorize as per their endings. So once you've learnt them, you would not be having any sort of trouble while conjugating any sort of er ending verb. So today we've seen what patterns do verbs follow as per their categories and their groups. I hope you would be able to remember them, and it comes only through practice. So you've got to read a lot of French text and listen to a lot of French music. Watch movies that interest you with French subtitles. And I hope you liked the video today. Don't forget to subscribe to French Tweets and stay connected for other videos. Bonjour et bienvenue à French Tweets. This video is about the second and the third group of verbs in present tense. In the first video on verbs, we already discussed about the categorization of the verbs. The second video spoke about the ER ending verbs. In this video, we're going to treat the second and the third group of verbs. So enjoy watching this video. Learning verb conjugation is quite important when you begin learning French, and verb conjugations in French are a bit tricky, but you get it right once you know how to categorize them in different groups. We've already learned the conjugation for the first group in one of the earlier videos. In here, we'll be discussing the second and the third group. The terminations for the second and the third group are shown in red. We have the verb finir, je finis, tu finis, il finit, nous finissons, vous finissez, ils finissent. You have to be a little particular about the sound with nous, vous and il. I'll repeat once again for you. Nous finissons, vous finissez, ils finissent. So here, s is the sound, not z. Now let's check the verb boire. Je bois, tu bois, il boit, nous buvons, vous buvez, ils boivent. Now let's notice how the conjugation is different from the first group of verbs. In here, with the subject pronouns je, tu, il, elle, on, we have different terminations. And if you'll notice closely, with nous, vous, il, elle pluriel, we have the similar conjugations. Now, as we conjugate the verb finir, we can conjugate the other verbs like choisir, réfléchir, réussir. They will all be conjugated the way we conjugate the verb finir. I'll read the conjugation for you once again. Je finis, tu finis, il finit, nous finissons, vous finissez, ils finissent. Now for the verb choisir, je choisis, tu choisis, il choisit, nous choisissons, vous choisissez, ils choisissent. Now let's learn about les verbes du troisième groupe, the verbs of third group. These verbs are irregular because they do not follow any set pattern of conjugations, be it in terms of terminations or the base. They can have more than one base. For example, dormir, dire, vivre, mettre, naître, répondre, attendre, pouvoir, voir, savoir, boire, croire, être, aller, faire, and a few more. Let's observe quickly the verb dormir. Now with the verb dormir, the terminations are regular but it has two bases. So it's an irregular verb. For example, je dors, tu dors, il dort, nous dormons, vous dormez, ils dorment. Now there are two radicals. That means one is dor and another one is dorm. Yes, we are adding an extra m. So this is how this is an irregular category of verb. With certain verbs there can be more than two bases. That means il y a plus de radicaux. For example, the verb prendre. It does not have any set pattern. Je prends, tu prends, il prend, nous prenons, vous prenez, il prend. Another example of this kind of verb is comprendre. Now let's check one more regular verb, le verbe être. Le verbe être is an irregular verb because it does not follow any sort of pattern. It has its own way of conjugation. Now let me read this verb for you. Je suis, tu es, il est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont. So here you'll notice that there is no pattern or category of this verb. Thus, it's an irregular verb. So this video was about the second and the third category of verbs in present tense. To practice them, you have to memorize the patterns, the categories, the groups. This is all you need to do. Once you know what category of the verb is being conjugated, you're there. You won't be troubled so much. To practice French verbs, I would suggest you to read a lot of French text. You can look up for French journals, watch French movies, listen to French songs, and for active French learning, you can join the French Tweets Telegram group. Up there, we have a very good number of French learners exchanging vocals and messages in French. This will help you to broaden your French knowledge. Thank you and have a nice day.